Alright, welcome to the set of One Night Only here. Let's go over this. I've had a bunch of people ask like to show my collection and stuff, so I decided let's do that. This is my entire Mattel WWE figure collection. And well, I can get started talking about first let me take out, this is actually the script for One Night Only, and I don't need anybody trying to read that and figure out who's going to win the match that I'm in the middle of filming. Alright, well, getting things started here, we got Bret Hart from the Ringside Collectibles Pink and Black Attack series. And the 4 Bret Hart figures that I have, I already did a review of all 4 of them in pretty good detail, I guess. I'm going to link that video, and you can check that out for a specific, you know, what do I think of this figure or that figure. But that's the one that's right now in my main event in JWF, so I'm using him. The Rock is from Defining Moments, I think. He comes with the shirt and the black pants. I got him loose on eBay, so I didn't get the shirt and pants or anything, but I just wanted an elite Rock in the wrestling gear, like an old style one like that. This is the Defining Moments Undertaker. He comes with those bat wings and like another shirt that goes over that. I like the style of this Undertaker from like the late 90s. Ideally, I would love for Mattel to do one from like 97 and 98 where he's got the finger gloves and the, you know, it's a different kind of like vest looking thing that he wrestled in. There's my Chris Jericho Elite Custom. Again, I just did a video on him, so if you're interested in seeing exactly what goes into making him, go check that video out. Here's the Rock entrance grates. I like the attire on this figure, and I also like the, underneath he has different wrestling attire too than that one. It's like a blue and silver rather than the gold and purple. He's a basic figure, so you don't get as much movement out of him, but I really like him. And I do have his stand thing too that plays his music, but that's over on my shelf. I have a lot of these guys' accessories, by the way, just over on the shelf, like just because I don't always mess with them with the accessories. This is the Elite Undertaker from Wave 18, I think, from the, yeah, the Big Evil, which I just now, like a couple days ago, after owning him, I noticed that it says Undertaker in between the horns. Oh no, I'm sorry, it says Dead Man in between the horns on his shirt. I never noticed that, like the entire time that he was actually wearing the shirt in real life. I never picked up on that, so my mind was blown. This motorcycle is from a company called New Ray. I've had this thing for years. I'm pretty sure I bought it when the Titantron Live figures were out because I wanted my Jax Undertaker to be able to ride around on a motorcycle. So this thing, I don't know how much it would go for now, but it really looks cool with this Undertaker. And he can sit on it, and like I've been posing him around on it and stuff, so I know he definitely fits on it. So if you have this figure, I suggest you get him a bike because he looks really cool on it. Here's my CM Punks. This is Elite Series 11. He fought with Diamond Dallas Page in my One Night Only video. I like this figure, actually. I like this head scan a lot, or sculpt, or if it's a scan, I don't even know. But then this one I just got in a trade today, actually. This is Elite Series 16. I like, well, like I said, I like the scan on that one better, but I like the attire on this one better. The bright colors, I think, look cool, and the shirt, I thought they did a really nice job with this shirt. It looks really cool. Plus, underneath, he's got the more colorful tattoos, whereas when they made this one, he didn't have as much color in his tattoos yet. But, yeah, really cool figures. Coming up front here, we got Kane. This is the Flashback Elite 12, I think. Basically his debut attire. He pretty much wore this for like 2 years straight. I think he had a long sleeve version of it also. In fact, I know he did. But this is like the Kane that I mostly remember. And he's turned up in my JWF One Night Only also. He came into the ring in part 1. And this is the reverse of that. This is the basic figure that just came out, so he doesn't move around as well as this one, but the attire looks really nice on this figure, I think. This always reminds me of WWF Warzone for Nintendo 64, because Kane had this costume in that game, but I don't think he'd worn it in real life yet. I think it was just they needed a different costume for Kane, so if like 2 people both wanted to be Kane, you could tell them apart. So that's what that figure always reminds me of. Here's Mankind. I think this is an awesome figure. A lot of people were complaining that they think he's too short, but I don't know, man. Mankind to me was always like hunched over, and he was never standing up straight anyway, so if you just bend his knees and like arch his back, he kind of looks like he's just in the perfect Mankind pose anyway, so him being a little short doesn't bother me. This is Triple H from the, I think the Michael Cole Build-A-Figure series. He has his cape and his like skull helmet thing and everything. I just, you know, if I put that on, I can't tell who it is, so I prefer just leaving all that stuff off. I gave him a Jax sledgehammer and a water bottle, and, you know, he looks cool with that. This is Eddie Guerrero from Legends 6 or 5. I think it's 6. I'm not positive. But I had this figure like on card for like 4 months or 5 months or something, and then I finally opened it up after I saw some animations and stuff with it. And I don't know what took me so long to do it, because this figure's awesome. I've always liked watching Eddie's matches. I remember there was one ladder match that a fan came in the ring and pushed the ladder over, and like Eddie just punched the guy in the face. It was pretty awesome. Down here we got Christian from, this is the Build and Interview Stage series. I basically got this because he was free. Like, there was a sale going on at Toys R Us, buy two and, or no, it was like spend $30 and you get one of these figures free. So that's why I got Christian. I've always liked Christian. I just, I'm going to get the flashback version eventually, whenever I see it. There's Diamond Dallas Page. This is actually one of my favorite figures because I thought they did a great job with this figure. Plus, I've always liked DDP, so it's really cool seeing like Mattel show him some, love, giving him the details. Like, he's got all of his tattoos and everything. The vest on the back has the, the diamond logo and everything. It's pretty much a perfect representation of like that WCW era DDP from when he, was feuding with like Goldberg and Macho Man and all these guys. This is Big Show from the Build-A-Something series, Ricardo, I think. I prefer like a more old school style Big Show, like from 2000 or 2001, where he's got either his ponytail or with his like short crew cut and the black singlet. But Big Show's pretty much always kind of retained a consistent look, even though the colors change. Like, he's got the camo on here, but either way, I like Big Show. So I mean, I just wanted a figure of him. Doesn't really matter to me particularly which one he's wearing, as long as it looks cool. Here's Austin from the WrestleMania Heritage Series. This is the first Mattel figure I bought from WWE. And since then, I've put a Jax gold chain on him, and I got an extra Mattel vest that I gave him. I've always had this figure on display. I've really liked them. I just never really like messed with Mattel figures much up until like the past year. But I got this guy when he was brand new, so I've had him for a couple of years. Here is the Defining Moments Austin. I also have his camo jacket over on the shelf, but this is kind of how I remember Austin, with just jeans and a t-shirt and the camo hat he's got on there. This is a really cool figure. If you can pick it up, I suggest you do so. And then there's the Austin, I think this is Legends Series 1. It's just the, that stand is from something else, but it's basically just a wrestling attire Austin. Pretty much the same thing as this, except he moves around better. This is Daniel Bryan from the Build-A-Figure series of Michael Cole. I pretty much got this as, I think it was like a buy one, get one 50% off sale. So I got him. And he's pretty much guaranteed to become a custom Chris Jericho at some point. I just don't know what attire I want to make, and, we'll see what happens. But that's basically going to be his destiny. Moving towards the back, we got this custom Raven. I showed him in a showcase video already. I like Raven, and I wanted to use him in JWF, but the Jax figure would have been way out of scale with the characters that I wanted to have him go up against, so couldn't do it. That's the Bret Hart Survivor Series? No, SummerSlam 2010 from the Michael Cole Build-A-Figure series. You can see that, obviously, I used the same body for Raven. I think I might have swapped the torso out for Raven to make it a little smaller, but basically the arms and the shorts and everything are pretty much the same. This is the Royal Rumble Heritage Bret Hart. And obviously the shirt is the spare one that I got from the other Bret that I used to make this Raven. So I just have two of these shirts now, so I give this one to him. And he's got the glasses on from this Bret, who was wearing the glasses that belong to that Bret, because I just like messing around, I guess. But, yeah, the Rumble Heritage figure is a basic, so, he's not exactly got a lot of detail on him, so I like adding stuff to him. This figure is my best Bret Hart figure, I think, the Defining Moments Series 5. Great figure. Pick it up if you can find it. And up front, we got Shawn Michaels as the referee, who I'm using right now, actually, in my main event, JWF. This is the Build-A-Figure Ricardo series also. This is the WrestleMania 12 Shawn Michaels that I just got today, actually, also with that CM Punk right there. This is a cool figure. He's a basic, but it's the entrance grades one. He's actually got a lot of detail on his tights and stuff too, but I just kind of like how it looks with the entrance attire. That's Elite 19 Shawn Michaels, who I also got in the past 2 weeks. It's a great figure, and I'm sure I'll be animating with him at some point. And then this is the Royal Rumble Heritage Shawn Michaels figure. He's got the JWF Intercontinental title on right now, because Michaels right now holds that belt. I swapped out the head because I didn't like the original head that was on it. To me, it just didn't look like Shawn Michaels. So I put on one that I thought was a better likeness for him, even though it's a much older looking face than is supposed to be on this body. But either way. So that's my Mattel collection. Well, that's my loose Mattel collection. I got a couple figures up above here that we can show you. That's the Road to WrestleMania, The Rock figure. He looks mint on card, but he's been opened. He actually made a cameo in a Sentinel in Metro City. Excuse me, my animation. As soon as Hagar takes office and shakes hands with Nick Fury, you can see The Rock in the background. It's that figure. Cool figure. I actually got some kid that wants to buy it, but I haven't heard back from him in like 2 weeks, so I don't know. I'm thinking this kid's probably not going to buy it. Anyway, there's the Legends 3 Rock. I got him mint on card. He's a cool figure. I haven't decided if I'm going to open him up yet or if I'm going to just leave him on the wall for now. And then lastly, there's Miss Elizabeth, who I just found like a couple nights ago. I bought her in the hopes to be able to trade her for like one of the figures I need, but now you can just go on Matty Collector and buy her, so I'm probably not going to get anything out of her. I'll just leave her on the wall for now in case I ever pick up a Macho Man or something, then I'll open him up. But, yeah, so that's really it. That's all the Mattel WWE figures I have. For those of you who have been asking for this video, I hope you enjoyed. For those of you who didn't want to see this video at all, then I hope you turned it off after 15 seconds. Alright, thank you for watching. My name is Captain McKay, and I'll see you soon.